What's going on, show fam? Shownext back with another video. It's been another while, but we're back. I gotta try finding some content to react to other than Death Battle, I tell you. I mean, I like seeing matchups between two fiction characters, so I mean, it's a win-win for me. But anyways, last Death Battle we had Asura versus Kratos. If you didn't see that, check that out on the channel. I learned a lot about Asura since I already knew about Kratos. Who doesn't really know about Kratos? You're probably asking, who doesn't know about Asura? Well, I'm a noob. I don't know about Asura. I didn't know about Asura. But I like Asura a lot. Very debatable Death Battle since it's one version, or one person has a lot of in-shown feats while the other one has a lot of statements. If you know, you know. I still think Asura should have won in my opinion, but whatever. Shout out to both of them regardless of my opinion there. This one excites me as well because I not only know about both characters, but I like both characters a lot. Ghost Rider is my favorite Marvel character, or hero I should say, if you want to consider him a hero. And Spawn, he's from a different comic series, I forgot what it's called, but he's one of my favorite comic heroes too. Between which one I like better, that's debatable. I might have to say Spawn, but I like them both fairly equal, so yeah, this is gonna be a sick Death Battle to say the least, and I can't wait. So let's dive right on in without further ado. Oh, it's Pixel Battle? Or Sprite, whatever.
Versus Spawn, the Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And
so I don't know a crazy amount about Spawn,
skills to find out who would win.
But I know a good amount about Spawn, but this is gonna teach me more. I'm pretty sure he had a Death Battle before. I don't remember who he was up against.
Has always been a man possessed.
Okay, we're starting off with Ghost Rider.
The thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson. Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer.
Wow.
Heartbroken and without enough Wampa fruit to save him, Johnny turned to the only thing that could: chemotherapy.
Mephisto, right?
Oh. To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto.
Yep, Mephisto.
King of the 8th layer of hell. Only for Crash.
Mephisto is supposed to appear in the MCU, right? They mentioned him.
But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath.
I always forget. There we go, Zarathos. I always forget that spirit's name.
So Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into Hellfire, an undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hug. The 5th scariest Nick Cage performance, the stuntman from hell. He called himself
Ghost Rider.
Daredevil.
Okay.
Sorry, Johnny,
no, that's Daredevil.
Okay, then how about the Ghost Rider?
There we go.
Sure, we definitely didn't forget that we named the character the same thing only 5 years earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider was bad.
Wait, what?
That we named the character.
Who is that? It looks like Moon Knight on a white horse with a rodeo outfit.
The same thing only 5 years earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider was bad.
Not gonna lie, I think Devil Rider fits him better than Ghost Rider.
Earth sinners and scumbags. He's strong enough to pull down skyscrapers, blow up mountains, and cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries.
Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
It's not just his body, his whole
Somebody gotta call the Soul Reapers.
Ghosty can create anything he can think of, from an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barfed right out of his mouth.
I didn't know about all that.
Life goals.
And he can
I didn't know you could barf out. I know you could do that.
His hell cycle.
Oh, this badass bike can
There's a cowboy one with like a horse.
Which can cross the universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky,
What the
or
hell?
released from his...
Don't.
His boner, Wiz. Get it?
Boner, okay. That was a little clever joke. Did Ghost Rider like it? I don't know. That almost made me do the skull emoji face with the fire.
Flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very soul.
This technique would be mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's
he's the one on the course?
Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move.
Penance Stare?
The one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look. The Penance Stare.
Oh, Penance Stare. I said Potent Stare. The Penance Stare. There you go.
The stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others. Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected.
This move is crazy.
Biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul. It even works on other Ghost Riders. Like
I didn't know that.
Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest, and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the penance stare to work. Some people have survived.
He used it on
like
Galactus.
Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
Well,
Wait. Punisher survived it because he didn't regret his actions? Are you telling me that that people who don't regret their actions will survive? So people like Galactus and stuff didn't regret their, so people like Galactus and stuff regretted their actions?
Can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He
Okay.
can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
Okay.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body.
Yep,
With the
Zarathos and Johnny.
battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
Ah, classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength is boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare an
This is how he
entire
beat,
city, and fly
damn,
all
pen
the
and
way
stare
to
an entire
Asgard,
city?
which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange. Hell,
I remember the World War Hulk
Strange
thing.
said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal and immortal.
Hyperbole? Think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Damn.
Before an army of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
That looks
As
like my
far
kind of
back as
army.
the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly black ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the greatest entities in existence, it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
I do remember that.
Zarathos got his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones.
What?
Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful.
Yeah,
A
he's
battle
literally
with
the
him could
devil of Marvel.
cause omniversal Armageddon. Fitting
I'm sorry, pausing it again. I want to see a Mephisto versus Trigon from DC. I think that'd be really fitting. All right, sorry.
as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
And Galactus' fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
Yeah, Zarathos is
So it
one of
was
the
no
strongest Marvel
surprise when
characters.
Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole
Damnation?
every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell. No shot.
As they say though,
I didn't know about no
uneasy
damnation.
lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though
Okay.
he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the
Is
evil
Johnny
and the
immortal?
profane.
Since Zarathos technically would be
Unstoppable
right.
engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
Cause they sure as hell won't find any in his.
That was good. I got a question though. Is Johnny immortal? Since Zarathos, I'm assuming, is immortal within him. So would he live forever, or is it a thing where the vessel just, or whatever? I think Spawn is immortal, right? Oh, let's get this spawner real quick.
Over network.
Done.
Involves
Let's
risk,
skip this sponsor. I said spawner because of Spawn. I think Spawn is immortal though.
He wa-
Alright. Is this a live action Spawn? I don't know if
If
it's on live
Al
action.
Simmons was one thing, he was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Yep.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting
Wow.
started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big naked lord of the 8th circle
Wasn't
of
there a
hell.
clown?
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get
Now I
lucky,
see
bud.
the comparisons.
Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had already remarried
Oof.
and had a daughter.
There,
That's gotta be the most
you
painful thing for a man to
saw
see.
her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born the
Get back to
undead
work.
warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard, and despair.
Spawn would violently defend New York's downtrodden, while slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly.
Bro, his lines in Mortal
turn
Kombat are so
invisible
good.
and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control.
Hold on, I just wanna know what's
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of time,
He can stop time? My dude just named like 80 different powers. So he can teleport, fly, two things that I know of. Telekinesis with his mind, I didn't know about that. Become invisible and intangible, I didn't know about that. I think he said create barriers. And stop time. Wow. I thought he could just use guns, chains, and hellfire.
Yes, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He
Okay.
can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he
A curse?
tried to do that, but Malebolgia cursed him so that he could only make
Yep,
himself...
I knew it was a curse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's petty trolling like that that gets you a throne in hell.
To be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can
Okay.
do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm.
Necroplasm,
Basically,
that's what it's
hell
called.
juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's
What?
even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins,
That's-
feeling
ugh.
every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Like some sort of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm
Yeah, like penance.
comes with the
What in the Nightmare Fuel? What is that? What did that guy do? Her hand was off? Those giant eyeballs?
Yeah, he's
The
got a
eyeballs are probably
limited
just someone
amount of
looking at him, but
stuff,
still.
And it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, yeah,
He's
he
even
is an
fought
assassin
Batman
after
to a
all.
standstill.
And as
Batman.
befits his past profession, he
Wait,
loves-
base Spawn with no powers fought Batman equally? Now that's impressive.
Fought Batman to a standstill.
and
You know
as
Batman
befits
wins
his
most fights when it
past
comes to no
profession,
powers.
He loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak.
Oh, yeah, the
of
cloak
Seventh
is
House of
alive.
K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and
What?
it's red because it's made from the apple Eve
Oh,
ate
never
in the
mind.
Garden of Eden.
What?
It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the
It's
souls
made
of
from
the
the sin
sinners,
apple?
including every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons.
Now that's
and
interesting.
drain people
I had
of
no
their
idea.
power. It is the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even helped Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except
Okay,
the souls
that's OP.
bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed
Demon
to
Slayer.
survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own how do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela.
Angela.
Great name for an angel.
Yep.
She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed.
Okay, I hear the until, but like, why is that a thing? Oh, here's a weapon, the only thing that can kill me and cause me to erase from existence. What's this do? Ain't no way Spawn is fighting Batman toe-to-toe without powers and he does some stuff like that.
Until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
How can you do that when you don't exist?
That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's
Not just
greatest
kill
warrior,
himself, he
Spawn
literally
has defeated
erased
a
himself.
Serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even
Wait,
his old
Sweet Tooth?
boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn.
Wait, Cosmic Armor Superman? I'm sorry.
He's even encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing bad
Okay, so-
guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malvosia's army. An army Spawn
Bro, this
would have
is-
to
this-
lead in a war with Heaven
These
that'd kill
graphics
all of humanity.
are
Because the
twisted.
reason Malvolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his
Oh,
life
obedience.
And all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
A
He
dog.
knew it.
I've been
He would
watching
do
Black
so.
Lagoon lately and they would call him a dog.
So Spawn marched down to Hell and ripped Malvosia's head off with a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality. Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of Hell.
As king, Spawn is literally a part of Hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there. and
Okay.
strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and Satan.
He
Oh,
got
there's more
so
Hell Lords?
strong,
That's interesting.
The only thing left was to finally resolve the war between Heaven and Hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created
Seven Deadly
this
Sins?
God and Satan to begin with. The mother of existence, Gaia.
She
Gaia.
wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the tree of life, Spawn became truly divine.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm seeing so many different plot points from so many different things happening here at once. Seven Deadly Sins with the demon angel war, tree of life fruit like Naruto. I love anime, you know how I am. But wow, I had no idea. This is interesting, so I get to like catch up and learn more about Spawn.
Both battling God and Satan in
Gaia.
a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And
Really? Let me hear that
God
again.
and Satan in a life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn
What? Bro, I think Spawn is on a whole different tier than I had thought initially. Obviously, he's OP because he's a comic character, but what? Is this dude stronger than Cosmic Armor Superman? I mean, Cosmic Armor Superman has done some crazy stuff, but like, this is ridiculous.
broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth.
So this man just can't die.
That is new.
I mean, his name is
Finally
Spawn,
freed
but
of
still.
the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human. But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can instantly brood over the injustice of his own existence.
So is he
Now,
immortal?
if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Dude, I'm sorry, but Spawn is taking this. He's taking this. There's just no way he's not taking this. Don't get me wrong. Zaratros, I think I said that name wrong. But you know, the devil, the thing inside of Ghost Rider can fight Mephisto, who can fight Galactus, and one of them independently can destroy the entirety of the Marvel universe with how powerful they are. But this man Spawn just fought two beings that can each control infinite universes, apparently. God and Satan themselves, with Gaia's help, who formed them in the first place. This is insane.
This battle is sponsored by DraftKings Casino.
If the slots are seated battle, get one
Let's skip this.
Data through all.
It has to be Spawn.
All
Has
right,
to.
the combatants are set.
Bro, I'm
We've
sick of
run
these
the data
Fortnite
through all
things.
possibilities.
It's time for one hell of a death battle!
Gotta have the word hell in there, huh? Two hell-based characters. Okay, Spawn. If you don't take this, I'll be damned.
Drive me insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
The hell puns are non-stop in this video.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
This battle makes sense.
Make me.
Make me. This battle makes sense. I can see them both fighting each other. There's his guns. That ain't gonna do much to Ghost Rider though. If I don't anything, he's immune to physical attacks.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
I feel like Ghost Rider and Moon Knight will get along really well. Hellfire versus Hellfire. Green.
Sloppy. You fight like a bum.
So you feel like a bum?
You've earned your damnation.
Oh, Penton Stare.
Welcome to hell.
Oh, he brought him to hell. Okay. Oh, he's gonna power up that truck with the Hellfire. Yep. He froze time. Zawardo.
Be damned. Yes, you will.
Oh wow, that was a good comeback. I'll be damned. Yes, you will. Get over here, Mortal Kombat reference. Scorpion reference. Did he become Zara? I forgot his name. Oh, angel wings.
Judgments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
God forbid. Look at the side difference. You know, in these type of battles, size does not matter. This music is sick, by the way, and perfect for the battle. Ooh, that was a good speed.
Your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul.
Oh,
I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
dude, Spawn is so cool. They're both cool. He just reversed Penton and stared him.
I'm an innocent.
Or do they Penton stare each other? And like it ends in a draw. And then this is it for Ghost Rider. Hey, he took out, I wish I was Zara.
Like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. It was obviously going to Spawn. I was already gonna give it to Spawn before the battle started because I know this dude's done some OP stuff. But this dude is beyond cracked. Beyond cracked.
God,
His name should be cracked.
literally.
This was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
First up, power. Divine
Spawn.
Spawn could match God and Satan, who
Yep.
could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different.
Zarathos.
Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality.
Oh, yeah, it is
far
infinite.
greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn
Yeah.
definitely had the edge in skill.
Okay.
He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stuntman.
Versatility is
Even
Spawn
with his
easily.
Crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility.
Spawn takes that.
can stop time, manipulate matter, turn turn intangible, control minds, warp reality, the Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison.
Spawn just has too many abilities.
Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances.
Yeah, this man has come back from Erasure twice.
Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the Penance Stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the Lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good?
Yeah, how do you do
well,
that?
You can't. At least Johnny and Zerathos could.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the Penance Stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zerathos are bonded in the first place is because Zerathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the Penance Stare itself.
And just think about that. A Penance Stare on Zerathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every Penance Stare that he's ever done.
Yeah.
A penance squared.
The Damnation Stare, on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just
Oh,
Spawn's
yeah.
soul powers that had spelled trouble. He
Gaia?
had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge.
Damn, Spawn took 3 of
Zerathos
those.
was almost
And I'm surprised he didn't
unbeatable.
take power.
Massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him,
Well,
and was too unkillable
Lobo
for Zerathos'
got avenged by
advantage to
Spawn.
matter in
Not
the
that
long
Spawn
run
would like
against
you
his
either.
Crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
Let's be honest though, these two
winner
would be some
is
cool friends.
Spawn.
They would be good
Next
friends.
time on
Let's see what's
Death
next. Let's see
Battle.
what's next. Oh wait, is this Shigaraki versus Mahito? No way! Shigaraki versus Mahito! Now this one's gonna be the most hyped battle since Bardock versus Omni-Man. For me. Because, you know, I love Dragon Ball. I needed to see Bardock, even if that battle was capped. It was really bad. Well, it was a good battle, but, like, the results were weird. Shigaraki versus Mahito? Now, this I'm hyped for. My anime fans, stand up, because we're reacting to this one. Well, there you have it. Brilliant death battle. Like I said, upon seeing the explanations for both, Spawn was easily going to take that. I mean, come on. These feats were just too great. I was leaning to both at one point. I liked them both almost equally. But yeah, Spawn's feats after seeing those feats were just unbelievable. Yeah, really good battle. Really good battle. The music was sick. The fighting was nice. The lines, the delivery of the lines from both of them was really well and accurate to both of their characters. A lot of hell puns in it. And nice. I'm sorry. I'm just like super hyped for that Mahito versus Shigaraki fight. That is such a good battle because both of them have like broken touch abilities. Oh man, Shigaraki's gonna take it obviously if we're including like, you know, we're not gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna talk about that battle when it comes. That's gonna be one of the battles where I don't have to see explanations from either because I've watched both anime. I'm watching both anime, so yeah. Anyways, that'll be all for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully it won't just be in the next death battle, and hopefully that death battle comes out soon because I'm looking forward to that. But I gotta see what else to react to keep the channel going so we can keep this up and do some more stuff with channels, you know, gaming and stuff. I don't know, eventually. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe. Let's get this channel to at least 100 subscribers eventually. I know I gotta keep posting for that to be the case, and I'll see you guys next time. Show fam, have a nice day and see you around.